What is up, Dingle's Crypto? What another fantastic day to be in crypto, but also you need to understand where we are in the market cycle, okay? Because while everybody in the crypto world and everybody that's a trader in crypto on YouTube and everybody are FOMOing in, we here at Dingle's Crypto are taking a pragmatic approach and stepping back and understanding where we are, because even though we could go up farther significantly, we have to understand that we are in bubble territory here shortly, and keep that in mind, guys. And we're going to talk about my exit plan, what I plan on doing with my funds, and yeah, let's jump right into it. So 1323, holy moly, guys. I mean, where is the resistance? I don't know, guys. We're in price discovery mode. Obviously, people can speculate with their technical analysis tools, but we will get into somebody I do believe here shortly. But now let's go to Ethereum. I do like Ethereum to a higher degree right now. I think it's less risky than Bitcoin in the sense that we might see more price discovery up to all-time highs, because right now a lot of coins are just following Bitcoin's moves. So Bitcoin goes up, they all go up to a lesser degree. So yeah, and I'm going to show you how not to exit and enter the market. Ready for this? Ready for
to get Dogecoin to
I saw this on TikTok and it made me laugh. Listen up.
$1. Here's the astrology of what to expect and how we can get this done. Very recently, and as we speak, we had the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction right on Dogecoin's moon, which is a very important indicator of something to build on top of. Like, long-term growth is possible with this. And in an events chart, the moon represents like the people. So I am fulfilling this. I am igniting everyone's interest to get Dogecoin to $1. December.
Okay. I really hope this is a parody. Even though some people believe in astrology, it is whatever. I personally don't subscribe to it. I think it's just for fun. It's a fun little thing. But when you're giving financial advice based off astrology, that's tough. That's like pseudoscience to the next level. But don't do this. And let's look at actual data that might show us insights into what's to come. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin's Google Trends. Okay, so this was back in 2018, obviously, end of 2017, beginning of 2018, we saw a huge spike, and currently we're about 30% of that, and we could see even a bigger increase at this point. I mean, I don't know if we will match that ever, so just keep that in mind. But one thing I do want to point out is Ethereum's chart, because Ethereum, we're not even close to where it was in 2017. So look at this, okay? Why are there two humps, right? And because there was an altcoin season prior to the pump, and Ethereum was a new token back then, guys. So I think maybe Polkadot will do something to this degree. Maybe once they have their auction, they will pump and then they will settle down. So this is where you want to be DCAing, right? When interest cools off, and therefore the price cools off, and then therefore the interest cools off. Don't be interested when Google Trends are skyrocketing, guys. I mean, it's just simple as that. You gotta play the long game, and I will show you why here shortly. And now let's go into DeFi search term, because I do believe altcoin is around the corner, maybe this summer again, or maybe into the fall, or maybe here in a couple months. Who knows? Just be prepared for it, and make sure you prepare yourself now for it, for a couple reasons, because especially DeFi tokens on Ethereum, gas fees, I do think this altcoin season will be one of the biggest we have ever seen, and moving money around on the Ethereum network will be extremely expensive, $100 to $150 probably per transaction that you want to go through. So be prepared for that. Position yourself from now and be comfortable where the position you are in now, so you don't have to alter that in the middle of altcoin season, guys. So just prepare yourself, and I know what's coming, because if altcoin season comes, gas fees will be $100+. And let's go into why I'm not much of a trader, and instead I am a long-term hodler, and I want to I just buy projects that I believe in, and I DCA into them, and then I hold them for years on end. And this is why, because of long-term versus short-term capital gains. It's fun to trade, right? But also there's a lot of other things to consider than just trading. And trading, I think, is kind of a pseudoscience to a degree, right? I mean, you can draw lines on a chart all day and still be wrong. I mean, there is technical analysis is kind of representation of the, like, there's some things like if you're going up and you're hitting lower lows and higher highs, there's less sell pressure. It's like a representation of how the market is feeling to a degree, but also some of it can be kind of scammy. And it's we're going to get in that here soon, but understand that long-term capital gains is significantly less than short-term capital gains. This might be different for any country you're in, but I'm a long-term holder. I don't buy projects that I don't want to hold long-term, guys. So let's talk about crypto taxes. So I use CoinTracker. They can aggregate your wallets and then all your transactions. So each transaction you do, you're subject to capital gains. So you transfer ETH to Bitcoin, you pay capital gains on your Ethereum so say you bought at $500, and then when Ethereum's at $600, you transfer it to Bitcoin, right? You got to pay $100 capital gains. So keep that in mind. And CoinTracker, you download all your wallets, and it aggregates all the information and transactions, and it comes up with a tax plan for you. It's $99 per month, but there's a 30-day free trial. So get your taxes done in 30 days. That's my advice. But there's a link in my description if you want to go check it out. And tax season is coming up, so keep that in mind. But Benjamin Cohen, the only technical analysis and data scientist the only technical analysis guy I listen to a lot of data scientists because I love data, and it's good to know, especially if it's quality, good data, right? So this is called the risk metric chart, and it's a logarithmic risk metric, and basically it associates a risk level with a price level. So this was back in November. His actual live chart is behind a paywall, and it might be worth it because it is a very useful chart. But back in November, Bitcoin was around 0.6 of his risk, 0.6 or 0.7 of his risk, right? So you see yellow and 0.7, right? So what he promotes is dollar cost averaging dynamically. And what that is, so see, if you're buying in the market, you want to buy at lower risk levels. So you dynamic DCA proportional to the risk level that you are at. And you can do the same thing exiting the market. So after 0.5 on the risk level, which is correlated to the color of the dot, you start dollar cost averaging out, right? So, and you dollar cost average out less when it's 0.5 and more when it's 0.8, proportional, right? So that's how you enter and exit the market successfully and safely. And I think that's a very good way to do it, for sure. And this is the ETH Bitcoin pair, and you can definitely see that Bitcoin has been outperforming Ethereum, which makes maybe DCAing out of Bitcoin and into the Ethereum might be a good move right now, and maybe makes your portfolio have more potential. So I think Ethereum will see a little run of its own, and then altcoin season also will follow. So just keep that in mind, and I think that's going to happen, guys, if I had a bet. So just keep that in mind. And then lastly, I just wanted to show you this quick little video of him discussing. So this red band you see on your screen is a logarithmic chart of the bubbles, the historic Bitcoin bubbles, and this one, the green band you see, is historic fair value of Bitcoin, right? So let's go ahead and play.
Okay. A lower valuation at the peak of around 54,000, okay, and an upper valuation of around 80,000. So if we go there tomorrow, then it would imply the price is between 54 and 80,000 or so. The reason why we say tomorrow is because we know this is moving up. So suppose it comes up here a long time later. I mean, by the end of 2021, this would correspond to closer to 100K at the peak. And then if it continues on further extending from that, it'll be higher and higher. So we're just looking at where it is instantaneously. If you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel.
All right, there you go. So 54 to 100K is the bubble territory zone, in my opinion. People continuously say, hey, we're going to 100K, well, we're going to 300, 400K, and I definitely think that's unrealistic for this bull market. Could it happen? Yes. Is it realistic? I mean, there's probably a 2% chance that we reach 400K this bull market, but I am not playing that. I probably will still own Bitcoin because there's Bitcoin that I'm never selling, and that kind of brings us into my exit plan. So I have 50% of my portfolio in long-term holding accounts and in wallets for long-term holding because once again, tax purposes, and I want to be able to take out crypto when it's taxably feasible for me. So say I have Bitcoin that's I need money for some reason. So another way you can get money is you can put Bitcoin in a collateral account and take out a loan against it. That's another way you could get money and in real life. But basically you can sell Bitcoin and then just pay long-term capital gains on it. So you want $40,000, you sell $40,000 worth of Bitcoin, and then you got to pay $40,000 in long-term capital gains, which is 0%. If we go back to this chart, so long-term capital gains under 40,000 is 0%. This might change with the new incoming president, but it is what it is. Start dynamically DCAing out of the other tokens, I mean, this year, I'm pretty much holding throughout this year, guys. Whatever happens, happens. There's the altcoins we'll get into that in a second, but ETH, I am staking 75 to 80% of my Ethereum once I get my node, and I will become an independent validator of the Ethereum proof of stake chain, and that will be my retirement. I made a whole video on how I plan on retiring on my ETH staking, which, yeah, I plan on retiring on my ETH staking. I like working, so I probably won't ever stop working, but I could potentially retire on my passive income earned by staking Ethereum. So altcoins, wait till alt season and unload into ETH or DOT for a longer term hold. So I'm a long-term believer in DOT and ETH, and Chainlink. So I will probably wait for altcoin season because altcoin season is coming, and you'll know when it's here. It's actually kind of here already, but not to the degree that I'm looking for. And once altcoin season happens, just understand Ethereum gas fees are going to be outrageously expensive, $100 to $150 a transaction probably, and make sure you prepare for yourself for that and put your tokens in positions right now that you want to have them in for altcoin season, because altcoin season could hit any moment now, basically. And by the time you realize it, it's going to be too late. So prepare your tokens now and understand once you want to sell them, the gas prices will probably be extremely outrageous. So that might be the good selling signal when gas prices get $100+. So if you think this added value to your day, it's important to put things in perspective instead of keep on FOMOing and aggrandizing the price action, which has been extremely awesome. But also you gotta take a step back and understand where we are in the cycle, and hopefully this has helped you do that. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching. We have been growing. Dingle Crypto has been growing quite substantially, like the Bitcoin price, right, guys? But if you found this valuable, shoot a sub. I really appreciate it. Peace out and dingle.